Hey everyone. Today's topic, save your good qualities for the right person. I've noticed that a lot of people out there have great qualities of theirs that can be taken advantage of by not so great people or just straight up bad partners. But then another thing I've noticed is that when this happens, many of those good people stop practicing that good quality because it was taken advantage of by maybe one or even multiple partners of theirs. They start thinking of it as a weakness and they stop practicing that quality. And to me, this is a huge mistake because those good qualities will actually help you attract the right person. So, in my opinion, the right thing to do in life is not to lose good qualities because bad people can take advantage of them. No, the better thing to do is to get better at protecting yourself from these bad people, but continue practicing your good qualities. For instance, probably one of the best examples of this is people who wear their heart on their sleeve. This can easily be taken advantage of by a bad person. If you are constantly being honest and caring about other people and being kind and just being generally a good person, there are bad partners who will take advantage of that. Like, for instance, narcissists love people like that because people like that are usually loyal. They're usually very caring and nurturing, and a narcissist will love the crap out of that because they'll provide all the validation that they want. And that loyalty will often mean that that person will stay with the narcissist, and that means the narcissist will be able to just slowly destroy them and make them become, what's the word? Dependent on the narcissist. So, yeah, there are plenty of scenarios where bad people can definitely take advantage of good qualities. But I don't believe you should ever stop practicing a good quality because of it. So, if you want to get better at protecting yourself from bad partners, I would say the most important thing for you to do is study psychology. That's what has allowed me to do this myself. I usually know within like 5 dates, sometimes even within like minutes of meeting a woman on the first date, I'll be able to tell what kind of person she is, or at least get some idea, and then I'll continue observing her for like until the end of the first date, and then if we go on more dates after that, I'll continue observing her, watching her, and just learning bits and pieces about her based on her behavior. Words aren't super important. Anybody can really charm you with words or even straight up lie to you. So you want to watch someone's actions, the way their behavior reveals details about them and their personality, because so many people cannot really fake it until they make it in that regard. You will at some point be able to notice things about the other person that you probably won't like. So that's what you want to do. Study psychology enough to be able to notice these patterns in behavior and just having a better understanding of human nature so that you can understand how certain behaviors reveal personality characteristics about someone. So, yeah, this is really what you should spend your time doing. Do not stop practicing a good quality just because of bad people. I mean, this concept, this phenomenon really kind of pains me to see because here's the thing, your good qualities are exactly what will attract the right person into your life. So if you give up on them because of bad people, you're getting rid of like one of the most beautiful aspects of you because of people who are just crappy human beings. Like, why would you ever do that? Why would you ever lose your beauty for bad people? It makes no sense whatsoever from a logical perspective. Because, like, that's the same thing as like listening to all the doubters when you have a beautiful dream in mind and you give up on it because of them. Like, screw them. They don't believe in you. Who gives a crap what they think? They're negative people. You should continue pursuing your dream. Oh my God, I just got a bit triggered there, as you can tell. But I'm passionate about this stuff. So when people are like that, when they're bad and they take advantage of someone's good qualities, it irks me because so many people out there are willing to then give up on those good qualities for it. In fact, the reason I'm even discussing this, the reason I was inspired to talk about this subject is because yesterday at that wedding that I attended, I went with one of my good childhood friends who unfortunately isn't as close to me now as we were when kids, but this friend was literally my best friend from like, I don't know, like second grade all the way through like high school. So we grew up together. We were really close, and then unfortunately adulthood kind of made us go our separate ways for quite some time. But this wedding was like a way for us to kind of be, basically experience old times again. Like I drove this friend to the wedding. We hung out and actually met a lot of our other high school friends that we used to hang out with. It was cool. The wedding was almost like a mini high school reunion to some extent. We got to see our friend group and catch up with our friends who are all over the place now. I mean, some of them are in Utah and whatnot. So they're just, yeah, we've all basically become adults, and it's really interesting to see where we've ended up in life. But enough of that. That was just some background. Basically, my old childhood friend was telling me about his current relationship and how the woman he's with is not great. She really isn't. I was telling him pretty much, I'm like, dude, you need to drop this woman. Like, holy crap, this sounds really bad. She doesn't seem to care about you. She doesn't seem to really respect you. I'm like, maybe stay. Unfortunately, they live together. This is why I don't move in with someone unless you're really considering marrying them. Like, for real, do not move in with someone unless you would honestly take their hand in marriage, because oh god, could you sign up for so much trouble, because it just creates all sorts of issues. Like, if they break your trust, you're gonna have to stay with them because you live together. You're stuck with them in that way, and yeah, it's not good. But that's the situation he's in. But basically, he was telling me how he's too caring. Like, he really cares about her even though she doesn't treat him well. And he was saying, maybe I should stop caring. And I looked at him and I was like, dude, like, no, that's a good quality. You want to care. Caring is good. That will help attract the right woman into your life. What I was saying was, I said, what you should do is maybe not spend that good quality on her. Like, pause it for her. But do not stop yourself from being a caring person just because of her. She's not ready to handle that. You shouldn't give it to her. She's not deserving of it. But that doesn't mean that other women out there would be able to handle that and even love that aspect of him, the fact that he's caring. So this is what I mean. Like, when we have good qualities, like being kind, being caring, being nurturing, being loyal, being just a very gentle, maybe even sensitive, loving person. Those are all qualities that bad people can take advantage of. But you should never stop practicing them because of that. Instead, work on building up your armor against those people. Studying psychology, like I mentioned earlier. And also, another important thing, I can't believe I forgot to mention it earlier, practice self-love. Like, that will help immensely as well, because that will help you get to a place where you really respect yourself and care about yourself enough to not let people take advantage of you. You'll respect yourself and think of yourself well enough that as soon as you can tell someone is trying to pull one over on you or take advantage of you, you'll go, screw that. I'm not going to let them treat me that way. That is why you need to practice self-love, because it provides that part of the equation. But then psychology is just helping you spot these people so that you know not to spend any more time on them. So really just take the time to learn both of these things, self-love and psychology, because they truly are, like, if you want to think of like a metaphor, it's like putting on a knight's armor before you head into battle. If you can go into battle without that armor, sure, but it's not going to do you any favors. So you better invest in some armor before you go out there into the battlefield. The battlefield in this case being, dating, and the armor, of course, being self-love and psychology. So go out there prepared. You could go out there without any armor, but oh man, if you take even one blow, it could seriously mess you up. So prepare yourself. Know what you're getting into, and just date consciously. And I feel like, I don't know if somebody else has mentioned that a lot, but I feel like that's a good term to like coin. Date consciously. It's just something people need to think about more often, instead of just going out there willy-nilly because they're lonely. Never date from that place, because that's where you could get seriously messed up, and that's where you could allow bad people to make you stop practicing good, beautiful qualities. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of what I wanted to talk about. Just please do not let bad people stop you from being beautiful and vibrant and having qualities that will help you in the end attract your hopeful future life partner. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. I truly hope you enjoyed this video. If you like content like this, be sure to subscribe for more. Otherwise, the easiest way you can help me out is just to throw a like and a comment on the video for the algorithm, and I will see you guys in the next one. Arrivederci.